Yo, I need you to really hear me on this one. Like, sit back, get comfortable, cause what I'm about to tell you still makes my blood boil and also makes me laugh every single time I replay it in my head. My baby girl. My 9-year-old. She had been counting down the days to this trip for 6 months. 6 whole months. Every morning, she'd rip that little paper chain off the wall, you know the one? Where you make a loop for every day until vacation. Yeah, she made that thing herself. Construction paper, glitter glue, the whole messy situation. And every single day, she'd run into my room at like 6 a.m., jump on my bed, and scream. MOM. Only 47 more sleeps until Thailand. I'm not even joking. She had an entire spreadsheet in her little kid brain. She learned how to say thank you in Thai. Watched every travel vlog on YouTube about the elephant sanctuaries. She even packed her little backpack 3 weeks early, swimsuit, sunglasses, her favorite stuffed dolphin named Squishy. This wasn't just a vacation. This was her dream. And me? Single mom. Working 2 jobs. Saving every single penny for 2 years straight. No Starbucks. No new clothes. Nothing. Because I promised my daughter we would see those crystal clear beaches and feed those elephants together. So here we are. 2 days before takeoff. Suitcases are by the door. Passports are on the kitchen counter. My daughter is literally dancing around the living room, singing some made-up song about coconuts. And then I hear the front door open. No knock. No text. Just the creak of the door. My mother. Now, let me paint you a quick picture. My mom has always had a way about her. Controlling doesn't even cover it. She's the type of person who knows what's best for everyone, even when nobody asks. Especially when nobody asks. And my older sister? Yeah, she's the golden child. Always has been. Her kids? Perfect angels who can do no wrong. Meanwhile, I'm the one who made poor choices because I had a kid young and didn't marry some rich dude. But here's the thing I kept quiet about for years. I wasn't broke. Not even close. But that's a twist for later. Anyway, back to that night. My mom walks in like she owns the place. No hello. No, how are you? Just that cold, calculated look she gets when she's about to drop a bomb. My daughter runs up to her. Grandma. 2 more days. We're gonna see the elephants. And my mom doesn't even look at her. She looks at me. Straight through me. Plans changed, she says. Voice flat. Dead. Like she's telling me the weather. I'm confused. What do you mean? We leave Saturday. She steps closer. And that's when I see it. My ATM card. Clutched in her hand. My heart stopped. I'm not being dramatic. It literally skipped a beat. You're not going, she says. Your sister's children don't feel comfortable around you. I blinked. What? Don't play dumb. You know how you are. The way you talk. The way you parent. My grandbabies feel unsafe. So I took the liberty of canceling your flights and moving the money into a more responsible account. She said it so casually. Like she just returned a library book. My daughter stopped dancing. She looked at me. Then at her grandma. Then back at me. Her little face started crumbling. Mommy? We're not going. I wish I was joking, but I could literally hear my own heartbeat in my ears. The audacity. The betrayal. This woman, my own mother, had somehow gotten access to my card. Probably through that emergency contact nonsense I set up years ago when I was young and stupid. She smiled. That tight, smug smile. It's for the best, sweetie. You can't even afford this trip anyway. Be honest. That's when something inside me shifted. Not anger. Not sadness. Something colder. Calmer. I looked at my daughter. Tears streaming down her face. Squishy the dolphin hanging from her little hand. And I looked back at my mother. Standing there. Holding my card. Thinking she'd won. I took a slow breath. And then I said one sentence. The room went dead silent. Like someone hit mute on the whole universe. I said, "That's funny, Mom. Because I don't need your permission." And honestly, I paused. Looked her dead in the eyes. I don't need your money either. Because I already bought the resort. Silence. My mom's smile froze. My daughter stopped crying, confused. And my mother's hand, the one holding my card, started shaking just a little. What did you just say? She whispered. I smiled. Not a nice smile. A knowing smile. You heard me. I own the place we're staying at. Bought it 6 months ago. Cash. Her face went pale. But here's the thing. I wasn't done. Not even close. Because what she didn't know, that was just the beginning. Would you have kept quiet as long as I did? Or would you have snapped sooner? Let me rewind real quick, 'cause I know you're probably losing your mind right now. She bought the resort? How? Single mom? 2 jobs? No Starbucks. Yeah, I hear you. Buckle up, because the backstory makes this 1,000 times sweeter. 3 years ago, I was at rock bottom. Fresh out of a breakup with my daughter's dad, dude dipped when she was 2, haven't seen a dime of child support. Living in a tiny apartment with mold in the bathroom. My mom would come over just to check on us, but really she'd inspect my fridge and make comments like, "This is why you should have listened to me." But here's the thing nobody knew. I was secretly building something. A little online business. Digital products. Printables for teachers and parents. Nothing fancy. But I treated it like my second full-time job. Every night from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., after my daughter went to sleep, I was grinding. Making templates. Learning SEO. Figuring out social media. And it started working. Slow at first. Like $50 a month slow. Then 200. Then 1,000. But I didn't tell anyone. Not my mom. Not my sister. Not even my best friend. Because I learned something painful. The moment people know you have money, they have opinions. They want to borrow. They want to control. They want to tell you how to spend it. So I stayed quiet. Kept my old car. Wore the same clothes. Let everyone think I was still struggling. And every month, I put money into a secret account. No joint access. No emergency contact. Just me. Fast forward to 8 months ago. I'm scrolling real estate listings, just for fun, right? And I see this small boutique resort in Thailand. 10 little bungalows on the beach. Gorgeous. The owner was retiring, selling for cheap because the pandemic had hit tourism hard. I did the math. I had enough for a down payment. And the mortgage? Less than what I was paying in rent for my crappy apartment. So I bought it. Through an LLC. No name attached. Completely anonymous. Even my daughter didn't know. To her, we were just going on a vacation to a really special place. All right, back to that night. My mom is standing in my living room, pale as a ghost, still gripping my ATM card like it's a life raft. You're lying, she says. But her voice cracks. She knows I'm not. I pull out my phone, open the property deed, zoom in on my name, hold it up like a winning poker hand. Read it and weep, Mom. She snatches the phone, scans it. Her face cycles through about 15 emotions: shock, anger, disbelief, then something darker. Jealousy. Pure, ugly jealousy. That's not possible. You can't afford this. You're on government assistance. I haven't been on assistance in 2 years. You just assumed I was because you never asked. You just judged. My daughter tugs my sleeve. Mommy, so we are going? I scoop her up. She's getting heavy, but I don't care. Baby, we're not just going. We're staying in our house. On our beach. For as long as we want. Her face lights up like the 4th of July. Squishy is coming to Thailand. And that's when my mom tries her last card. The manipulation special. You can't do this to your sister, she says, voice trembling now. Her kids are devastated. They wanted to go to the beach that week. You're being selfish. I laughed. I couldn't help it. Selfish? You stole my ATM card. You canceled my flights. You tried to steal my daughter's dream because your precious grandchildren don't feel comfortable around me? Please. Tell me exactly what I did that made them so uncomfortable. Silence. Go ahead, Mom. Name one thing. More silence. Because we both know the truth. They're uncomfortable because I don't bow down to you. Because I don't let you control every holiday. Because I actually tell my daughter no sometimes and teach her boundaries. That's not being uncomfortable. That's you losing power. My mother's eyes narrow. You've always been dramatic. No. I've always been the one who saw through your act. I walked to the door, opened it. You can leave now. And give me back my card. She hesitated. For a split second, I thought she might actually fight me on it. But then she dropped the card on the floor, like she was spitting on it, and walked out without another word. Door slammed. Lock clicked. I leaned against the wall and let out a breath I didn't know I'd been holding for 30 years. My daughter hugged my legs. Mommy? Is Grandma bad? Oof. That one hit different. No, baby. She's just sad. And sad people sometimes do mean things. But we're still gonna have the best time ever. Promise. She believed me. Kids are incredible like that. But here's where the story gets even crazier. 2 days later, we're at the airport. Boarding passes in hand. My daughter is wearing her little travel outfit, the one with the flamingos on it, and Squishy is safely tucked in her backpack. And guess who I see at the gate? My sister. With her 3 kids. And suitcases. And passports. She spots me. Her face goes from surprise to panicked real quick. Oh my God, she says, walking over way too fast. Mom said you canceled your trip? I raised an eyebrow. Mom said I canceled? Interesting. Yeah, she told me you decided it was too expensive and you were being responsible for once. So she asked if we wanted to use your tickets and resort booking. I almost choked. The audacity. The absolute audacity. Let me get this straight, I said, keeping my voice calm. She stole my card, canceled my flights, told you I backed out, and then tried to give you my vacation? My sister shifted uncomfortably. I mean, that's what she said. Did she tell you I own the resort? My sister blinked. What? Yeah, I own it. Bought it months ago. So even if she had managed to steal my booking, guess who gets to decide who stays there? I pulled out my phone, opened the property manager's contact, smiled. Want me to call them right now and unbook your rooms? Because I absolutely will. My sister's kids started whining. Mom, I want to go to the beach. She looked at them. Looked at me. Looked at her phone, probably texting my mom in a panic. You wouldn't, she whispered. Try me. A long, painful silence. People are walking around us. Announcements are blaring. My daughter is holding my hand, looking up at my sister with those big innocent eyes. Finally, my sister breaks. Fine. We'll go somewhere else. Probably for the best, I said. And hey, tell Mom I said thanks for the motivation. Wouldn't have bought the place if she hadn't spent 30 years telling me I couldn't do anything right. She walked away, dragging her kids and her guilt behind her. My daughter looked up at me. Mommy, why is Annie sad? Because she believed the wrong person, baby. But that's not our problem. We boarded the plane. Flew 14 hours. And when we landed in Thailand, when my daughter saw our bungalows on our beach for the first time, she ran into the water without even taking off her shoes. Splashing. Laughing. Screaming, Squishy, we made it. And me? I sat on the porch of my resort, drinking my coconut water, watching my kid live her dream. No drama. No manipulation. No toxic family energy. Just peace. And the sound of waves. My mom called me 3 times that week. I didn't answer. She texted, "You're tearing this family apart." I texted back one word, karma. Then I put my phone on airplane mode and taught my daughter how to say I'm happy in Thai. So tell me, would you have answered that call? Or would you have done the same?